Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's take another look here at Bitcoin, see what's going on. It's being kind of a naughty dog this morning. We can see the price action pull back. Oh my gosh, look how perfect this is. 61,800 on the dot. Swept every potential last level of liquidation as far as the ones we identified yesterday that were pretty heavy. There's still a little bit left at 61,000. We'll talk about that too, but the general consensus here is that I would say the worst is over, at least for the moment. By no means do we just discount this and say, hey, we're done pulling back, but we're seeing a lot of support in that range at about 62,000 as expected. So we got to give it some time to play out. But either way you look at it, let's take a quick peek at the liquidation levels and kind of go from there. And if you could please just hit the like button before we get started. Deeply appreciate that. If you could do that in every video, it really helps get this in front of more people, give them a fighting chance to actually become better traders instead of listening to these other idiots online. Again, there's plenty of good people out there, don't get wrong, but I think it's few and far between from what I hear from my community, and I can tell you it's quite an interesting market, no matter how you look at it. It brings out some really, really crazy people and personalities. Either way, having a look here at 62,000, we can see this right here. If we kind of zoom in a little bit, there's that heavy liquidation level, and then we got a decent sweep about 61.8. And keep in mind, there's still some liquidation down as low as about 61,000 even. So again, there's still a good handful of liquidation, just a lot smaller and less intense or magnified as that one level that we just saw get hit. Again, it was somewhere in the range of about 15 to 20 billion swept between 62.5 and 62,000. Okay, so tiny amount left under just under 61.8. And again, 61,000 has a small concentration that's starting to grow, and that's increasing, of course, because more longs are entering the market as we continue lower with the price action. That's just kind of a standard procedure here. Anyways, the whole point of this is to kind of just let you know that tentatively we swept that level liquidation. I don't think we're just going to see a push right back straight up, but again, the price moved down pretty fast this morning. Keep in mind, from what I understand too, that's somewhat of a fundamental catalyst. Again, I'm not really up on all the new stuff. I'll be honest with you, it's mostly just technical charts for me. But when it comes to kind of taking a look at the fundamental stuff, there's a lot going on with Iran and oil prices and stuff. So that stuff is really, really influencing the market today and causing the price action to pull back. So you can see a lot of volume in the last 3 hours. In fact, if we take a look at my Twitter, Telegram, or Discord, there was 1.2 billion sold in less than 10 minutes on Binance futures alone. And just to clarify too, there is a significant amount of altcoins dumping right now. So it's probably not the best market right now to take a long, even though a lot of them recovered almost instantly. This is Bitcoin dominance shooting straight up here so far on the day. So just keep that in mind. That is just natural, realistic representation of how the altcoin market is doing today. Anyways, let's take a look here at Bitcoin, kind of work our way down, see what's going on, see if there's any significant changes. I know some folks were commenting about seeing this happen a long time ago, which is, I would say, relatively untrue. While there's a lot of indicators that can kind of give you these early onset identifications, we really got to respect the overall trend. And again, I know it seems contradictory because we did break our ascending trend line, but that doesn't mean we just instantly close all of the longs and instantly open a bunch of shorts. This is a natural capitulation, natural pullback. We're still within our good support range here, 62.5 to 64.5 is a rough estimate there, that little channel we've had so far. And until we break that, I don't see a cause for major concern. Okay, so again, that's just kind of where we're at. When we look at the SMAs, we're still over the 20-day SMA. While we are under the 200 for the moment, that's very temporary and or just not a big deal, really. I know some people put a lot of weight into that, but I think if you use all moving averages, it's probably a little bit better than just one. And the truth is we're above 3 out of 4. That's a good sign. The 20 and the 50 are probably the more impactful ones, letting us know what the short-term trend is. Obviously, the macro trend, we're still underneath it or just tentatively underneath it. But the more micro or more recent timeframes, we're showing great strength here still. Okay, so still in good shape. We're still over 50 on the RSI as well. We haven't lost any key level supports. While stochastic is swinging back, and obviously you're going to get some blood diamonds or whatever the hell people look at. It's pretty natural to see these kind of things when the price moves up for as long as it did. Okay, this is just kind of a natural thing. So regardless of what kind of identification you see here, this is very standard. The key takeaway, I think, is if we lose the 62.5 range, possibly start closing in the 61 or 60K range, then we may have some cause for concern. But between now and then, we're right here close to our point of control at 63,000. We're trending towards that already here so far today, even though we dropped pretty hard. and we're seeing a swift recovery here. So that leads me to believe that this was just kind of a standard fundamental catalyst slash sell-off. A lot of profits being taken on some highly profitable coins. Even SUI took a dump there for a little bit, but it's almost right back to where it came from. So again, not really a good market here right now to consider longs, just because it's not safe to take a long based on the way the market's responding. However, most altcoins are back to kind of like their local bottoms, or sorry, their recent highs, which is still good. Most altcoins are in good shape, and I'm mentioning that because people that follow my channel watch, pay attention to a lot of altcoins. I cover a ton of altcoins daily, and I can tell you in that what we're seeing here so far isn't super crazy. Anything is overextended got corrected. A lot of liquidation swept today, probably billions and billions of dollars that just got destroyed here a moment ago. So again, be careful being a late long, but also be careful being a late short too. I know it seems kind of contradictory, but when the market moves like it did here, the best thing to do is hit the pause button, step back for a little bit, and to wait for the market to kind of stabilize. You're going to miss a lot of opportunities, totally, and there's going to be plenty of situations where you're like, man, I really wish I'd done X, Y, Z, but the truth is you're going to avoid a lot of heartache too, because it's a nightmare to try to trade into situations like this. Okay. Now, having said that, we're kind of bottoming out here. We're kind of double bottoming, so to speak, on our RSI, letting us know we've reached a good support level. We can see stochastics trying to swing down with a money flow index right there at that 20 level. So again, that's at that 20 level. This is usually a good bouncing point. So for the most part, when we come down to 20 on the money flow and 30 on the RSI, we're in a situation where the price action is usually due to bounce, which we've kind of already seen that happen. So I do think we are tentatively into our bottom here so far. We're holding pretty strong. I'm really looking forward to seeing a 62,500 or higher close today. I think that would tell us a lot. Hourly time frames going to confirm that we're still bearish, or we've broken bearish. All the more reason to kind of pump the brakes and not go full on into a short, just because we can see while we have just broken free here in a lot of ways, we got some converting factors. The lagging span and the conversion line and the baseline, they're kind of intersecting, letting us know that we probably shouldn't take a late short. Again, it's more of a momentum thing, and the fact that we haven't broken down like we should have. And the truth is we're holding fairly strong here after sweeping all that liquidation. Okay, so generally speaking at this point, I would not recommend a short or a long. I know it seems crazy and weird, and if you've been watching me for a while, you'll probably know why I'm saying that, because it's a responsible thing to do. If you're new to the channel, perhaps you're a Dogecoin buffoon, no offense, but really the only videos that I make lately that have gotten any thumbs down, any trolls, is with Dogecoin. And again, they're mostly just novice traders that expect everything to go to the moon. So truth is, the best traders are going to be waiting on the sidelines for a better opportunity, and this is not a good opportunity in either direction. So I just kind of hesitate and wait. My playout chart from yesterday is still playing out here so far. If we get a bounce off 62.5, I would expect us to retest this up range of 64.5, 64.4. And then we also have potential consideration we lose this level to bounce off the lower range here of 61.8, which we've kind of already seen, and the price recover from here. So again, way too early to tell if either of these two things are going to play out. We're right here at this point of control. We have a lot of reasons why the price could go in either direction. We really just got to wait and see what happens next. So I would say be patient. It's going to help you pay off in the long run. Yes, you'll miss some opportunities, but you'll save some money too by and mostly effort, because honestly, trading conditions like this, it's really difficult to just jump in and jump out all the time. Again, I don't love the day trading aspect anymore. I did that for quite a while, and it gave me some gray hairs and just some things that I really don't care for. So now I just set it and mostly forget it. Once invalidation levels are triggered, I will close trades. Like today, we closed ICP and BNB. They were both longs that were slightly in the red, and closed them early because it just looked like a terrible market. Again, you got to learn to kind of cut your losses too, and that's okay. We'll get the next one. It was a good profitable month for us, though. Quick little heads up, and thank you. I love the banter in our community here too. Our results this month are pretty good here, as we can see here. For September, we took a good, decent 500% profit there. Again, keep in mind those are some better case scenarios with hitting majority of our targets. A lot of those trades hit target 4, which is less common in most cases, but the market right now providing more opportunities too. So either way you look at it, it all works out in the end, folks. Be patient. We'll see you in the next one. Hope you have a great rest of the day. Thanks again for your time. Take care. Bye-bye.